let us hop into our first semifinals. We're spawning in the upper right-hand corner is our Red Terran. New and fresh team. Cosmos Esports sponsoring him. It is special. Oh, look at that fresh Cosmos Esports tag. Gotta love it. And his opponent in the lower left-hand corner, the blue Protoss player for the Afrika Freaks. Stats. Now, PvT is a very interesting matchup of late. We've seen a lot of proxy shenanigans out of Terrans. So Protoss really hasn't changed all that much recently, I feel like. It's a lot of blink openings or Colossus, you know, trying to get to that splash damage early or just into that mass gateway style, at least to start with. And then usually we'll see disruptors as kind of the final form in PvT. But look at this, Special gonna plant down a proxy starport. I'm guessing, oh, this could be a factory. Oh, please be a factory and land it in the main base. Please, Special, do it. Do it. Oh, okay, it's a Reaper expand. All right, the reactor going down. So whatever this is gonna be, it's gonna be a minute here. He even stopped the SCV from patrolling. Now Stats has the Cybercore coming up, Nexus coming up. I mean, nothing crazy here. Nothing crazy here. Did you miss Stats versus Special? No. No, you did not. Freepness, we are as live as can possibly be for this kind of tournament. All right, this is a barracks. This is a barracks right here. What? All right, Special. All right, Special. Pulling out the good shit right here. I like it. I like it. Factory going down at home. I'm very intrigued by what's going on here. Now, Stats seems to have blocked off the Reaper wall. It feels like you can jump up here, though. This feels like a jump up spot. I'm not sure if you can jump up through the axe, though. Through the, like, big ol' axe that's here. I feel like you might be able to, but I'm genuinely not sure on this map if this is a Reaper wall. But yes, we are live with these games. We're on a 2-minute delay because you gotta be. Oh my god, Special, you're a hero. Holy shit. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Now, I should point out, Special and TY have been friends for a very long time since Special went out there for Pro League to Korea like 8 years ago or something. It was a long ass time ago, dude, back when he was major. I think he was Princess back then too. Enough Marines back at home. Should be able to fight this. Oh, nice Hellion out as well. But there's going to be a Ghost on the other side of the map. It's worth noting, Ghosts actually 2-shot probes. So if you have 2 Ghosts, you can just boom, boom, boom down those probes. It's like having Adepts in their base, except without this ability to shade. There is 1 Stalker and 1 Sentry back at home. Not going to be Cloak for these Ghosts, sadly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, beautiful things are happening here. Ghost Buns, thanks so much for the tier 1 subscription, my dude. Much appreciated. Alright, Ghost is coming in. 6 kills. 6 kills, 7. Oh, doesn't quite get the 8. 7 kills. And Special's going for a big attack that I don't think Stats is ready for at all, because how would you ever be ready for this? This pylon is blocking the wall. That was a full wall in, although now without that pylon, oh man, so much is depowered right now. Another Ghost came out, but was killed, but that means these units are up in the main, which means they're not dealing with these units. Oh man. Special getting some magnificent damage. He might just win the game right here, right now. There's only 13 probes left for Stats. The force fields are really nice, but the Sentry goes down. Is Special gonna pull back? I mean, he could. Honestly, he could. He pulled a lot of workers with this, but he's still mining significantly more if we take a look at the income advantage massively in Special's favor. There is a third base up and running, so if Special leaves, Stats can chrono out workers. Oh my god, forcing another pylon to cancel. Blink is finished for these Stalkers. They took out this barracks. A couple more probes go down. There's still no mining on this low ground. Honestly, I'd love to see a bunker go down. Stalkers have Blink, so they can trade very efficiently with these units. He's focusing down this Nexus. We saw how well that worked for Kiwion, though. Not that well. So I do like that he's fighting these units, forcing them to constantly blink backwards, and he's actually doing a lot of damage to the Stalkers. He's going to focus down one more probe. Special is on 35 SCVs, but Stats is only on 20 probes right now. Oh, Hellion even gets one more before leaving. And that was a ton of damage. Resources lost is actually very similar, though, because Special didn't go home. But his mining has just been so much better for the last couple of minutes here. And it's just going to stay up there. I mean, he's way ahead on workers. 3 chrono boosted probes. That's awesome. But it's just not quite enough. And 5 Stalkers with the siege tank here, with the bunker, they're not going to really find any damage at all. They're killed this Ghost Academy. It looks like he just clicked here, so they'll take that out. But I think Special's going to have a really powerful push here in a little bit. He's got 2 tech labs going down. He can make a few Marauders, Stim, combat shields. Starport is coming up so he can get Medivacs out. There is a engineering base so he can get +1. Special can get everything he wants, and Stats is just in such a tough spot. Continually warping in units. I'd almost prefer to see Stats go for some improved tech. This build is actually amazing. I love it. I also hate it. It works great against Stats was so greedy going for this third base. But look, this is what I'm talking about with chrono boosted probes. He is almost caught up to Special. Special does not have a third CC. There's no longevity in this for Special. He is going for a 2 base all in off the back of it. And I mean, I think that's a pretty good idea. Stim is on the way. Oh, no combat shields and no +1. So it's just going to be a Stim push. Oh, okay, never mind, I lied. +1 is coming up. Maybe we will see combat shields once he has enough gas for it. Is going to be pretty heavy on siege tanks. There's already 3 out and another one's about to pop. These Stalkers, they can pick units off as Special moves out. That is about the best thing they can do. Oh man, ghosts are coming out. And they're lady ghosts. Those are extra special. Extra special. Well, Special gonna go for a bit of a drop. Heading around the right side. Oh, but there's an observer that totally saw that. And Special's got to be paying attention to this drop. Oh, I think that's a dead drop, my friends. Oh, how did he must have just glimpsed a Stalker. He was fully paying attention. He's going to scan, see what's coming up. There's +1 armor. A lot of gateways, so he must know charges on the way here. That many gateways. Templar Archives just finished up. That's likely going to be for Storm. Stats going for lots of units instead of lots of tech. That is his plan this game. Right now he's still down 30 army supply. 32 army supply. Keep count. 33 army. Oh wait, no, never mind. Hold on. Whoops in a few high Templar. Storm is not done. It's not going to be done for a while. Combat shields just finished up, just in time for those charge lots to almost run in. I don't think Stats wants to fight this, though. Especially not with the Ghosts and the Siege tanks here. Oh, the boys. Oh, man, the boys are coming. Stats is going to try to maybe go for a bit of a surround. We shall see. We shall see. A lot of Zealots warping in back at home. Ooh, just picking off some units. Going for a counterattack, actually. Siege tank on the high ground, but there's vision. Oh, and Special does not realize it. All right, Stats going for the base trade. Does he have enough here to successfully get that base trade? This Observer is his saving grace right now. But he's losing so much of his production. His cyber core is gone. Oh my god, but the storm of the century. Holy shit. I think the high Templar that did that went down. Oh, maybe not. This high Templar has 21 kills. Oh my god. All the boys died. The rest of them are back at home. We're in full base trade territory right now. And there's not enough units at home for special. There is still one storm available. Oh, the ghosts are trying to get something. One gets lifted up. He's gonna go for the ghost drop. Baits out the storm. Oh, I just don't know if there's enough here for special to clean this up. All right, what's the CC count looking like? Both CCs are still alive with a lot of hit points. There's not a lot of stalkers here to fire those down while they're floating. So special should be able to get them both away. In the meantime, he is going to be able to take out the main Nexus. Stats just trying to be as cost efficient as possible before then. This third is going down. Stats already has one in the corner. Special's floating all of his buildings the same direction. Not floating any of them down. He was watching Qion's game. He knew that was a bad plan. Oh my god. Is Stats going to be able to clean this up? No, he's not. Okay, never mind. There's a lot of Marines on that top side. He did get a number of the siege tanks, though, and that's pretty massive. Probes are coming off the line to fight. Well, that ain't it. There's only one probe down here. I think the rest of them are in the main. Oh no, there's a few that were hiding in the natural. He's gonna repower these gateways and this forge. There are still a good amount of buildings for special. Very key, actually, are the supply depots here for special. Oh, I don't know if I like him actually landing all of this right next to each other. Oh, but he finds the space, and I think special can win off the back of that. I just don't think there's enough army for Stats. He's got 12 army supply. What are his units at? Oh, no. Wait, what happened to the stalkers? There were stalkers and zealots in this base. Did they get recalled or something? They're all dead. All right. I think special wins this. I gotta say the cannons are a really smart choice here. But there's still 2 siege tanks. And Stim Marines, well, they do a lot of damage. Charge Zealots getting on top of these mining SCVs and mining mules. High Templar coming up. There's one storm available. It's got to be the most money storm you've ever seen. One high temp goes down. The other one, oh, it's so close, but yeah, there's no storm left, and special is going to win that base trade. Damn. What a game one. Hell of a game one. Honestly, special was so far ahead at the start of that base trade. He was really far ahead in terms of army. And that storm, all of a sudden, it did not seem quite as strong for special on the other side of the map. There were 2 High Templar. One had 11 kills, one had 21. I think that was just 2 storms. 32 kills. That's fucking insane. Eternal Empire is going to be game number 2. I hope we have a game just as exciting. Just as exciting. Why did he all in? I mean, I think that's part of the build. I think the idea is to make the 2 base all in really, really powerful by opening with that ghost strategy and the walking the Marines across. Like, it's a very interesting and aggressive build that if you're not like fully ready for, can do a ton of damage, as we saw. It was a ton of damage. Killed most of Stats probes, and it just made that 2 base all in so much more powerful. He could have obviously macroed up and been in just as good a position. I think it's just special's preference to 2 base all in there. Like, whatever decision he made, as long as he makes a hard and fast decision and plays well from there, I think he's gonna be in a fantastic spot. So he just wanted 2 base all in for the hell of it. And what a game that was. Now let's hop into game number 2, where hopefully we can get one just as good, as, although it looks like it might be a little shorter. We'll see. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner, playing for Cosmos Esports, and is our Red Terran player, Special. Juanito. If you're rooting for him, I want to see those Doritos in chat, alright? And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner, the blue Protoss for the Afrika Freaks. It is Stats. And I don't know, I guess if you have a bat emote, spam the bats or cats. Actually, cats. Yeah, spam these cats to help our friend Stats. And spam these Doritos to help Juanito. I'm a professional spammer to help people. I can come up with those rhymes like it's nothing, baby. So Special going for the single proxy barracks. Now Stats, it looks like he wants to go for Cybercore before Nexus, which is gonna help him out quite a bit here. My guess is Special's plan is to drop a bunker down here. Oh, is Stats gonna see this? Oh, he just catches a glimpse of it, which means the bunker shouldn't be able to get down. Obviously, this is still gonna be annoying, but Stats knowing to build this Zealot is massive. Absolutely massive. Probe is going to scout in the main base. We'll see the factory going down back at home. That's going to give Special, or give Stats a little bit of breath there. And it looks like no starport going to be out on the map either. Yeah, just the single Reaper, and then the barracks picks up and leaves. Oh, magic 200. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime, the tier 1 subscription with Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. This Reaper looking for some kills. These two probes are very low, but they are going to stay alive. And the Stalker will get out. Now the Reaper has to leave. Alright, well, a nice hold from Stats. Special being very conservative with the Reaper, not diving in for anything. I think that's wise. Barracks is on its long float home, the float of shame, as Maynard calls it. I don't know how much shame there is. The float of, heck, I didn't get as much damage as I wanted to. That's what this float is. Cyclone is on the way out. CC is coming up. It's not even halfway done yet, and Stats is already mining from this base, already chronoing out probes. He knows he's ahead, and he knows doesn't really have to worry about much for a little bit here. 2 more barracks coming up, so Special gonna be getting aggressive as the starport isn't even up yet. Is this gonna be like a modified 3 racks push? Alright, this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. There goes the starport. It does feel like Special wants to do a big push with this. I mean, this is a lot of production to have up before even your second CC finishes. Obviously, he wasn't able to spend his money for a while because this barracks was, you know, floating, as you do. But I imagine we'll see Stim combat shields come up. No NG base, so no +1 with this. A lot of times you see those try to finish all at the same time for a big push against Protoss. Let's see what Stats decides to do. I guess take a third is the answer there. And he's researching Blink, getting his Robo. Pretty much all the normal things here for Stats. Special's playing a little bit interesting. A little bit interesting. And I really like it. I feel like this is the kind of thing that can throw a player like Stats off. Stats, I know Tastosis talks a lot, and Artosis has specifically said this all the time. And I really like the idea that Stats is really good when the meta is settled. And I think what that means is if he's up against standard play, Stats is incredible. He's incredible. He's probably the best Protoss in the world against standard play. But as soon as he's up against something weird, something really off meta, non-standard, once that starts to happen, Stats struggles a lot more than a player like, oh, I don't know, SOS, who is like off meta.
I was born in the off meta. I didn't see the meta until I was a man.
You know, basically that. Ooh, Blink Stalkers. One of them takes a lot of damage, but he saves all of them. Nice siege up there from Special, and Special is moving out right now. There's actually no stim with this. So this move out's a lot earlier than maybe any of us expected. It does mean punishing these Stalkers is going to be a lot harder. Nice lock on from the Cyclone there, actually gets the kill. Oh, don't send it too far forward. The Stalkers are scared of it. Not that scared. Oh, where's that Stalker going? That Stalker was in the wrong part of town, baby. Stats trying to slow down this push desperately. Here's the Liberator going into the main base as well. The shield battery ain't gonna help against the one-shots of the Liberator. And I think Stats might not have a warp in available. Oh, he doesn't even see this yet. He hasn't pulled the probes. That's gonna be a lot of lost mining time and a bunch of lost probes. Oh, gets the medevac though. These Stalkers finding as much damage as possible. I don't know if I like the siege tanks hitting this, because you have to manually retarget them to hit any units, but charge is about to finish. Stats is trying to buy time until then. These units are on hold position, but bunkers are starting to go down. Stalker's still trying to catch reinforcements here. Gonna take a decent trade against this, but he's gonna lose 1, 2, maybe 3 Stalkers. Yeah, loses 3 Stalkers to get those units. And in the meantime, these units are dealing a lot of damage. The Robo's going down. Bunkers, at least 1 or 2 of these bunkers should be able to finish up here. Tanks are getting charged on though. Oh, and all the tanks go down. The bunkers aren't up yet. And Special's gonna have to tap out as Stats gets the complete surround and holds that off with some really nice Blink Stalker play. I was gonna say relative ease, but I don't know if ease is the word I would use for that. It was a lot of really nice control there out of Stats. So now we get to go into a game 3, our first semifinal, shaping up to be real good. A lot of times the Korea bracket ends up with 2-0s in the semis. I gotta be honest with you, there's like the first and second seeds are super favored. That's just kind of it. But not in this case. Special making it a lot closer. As soon as we get Stats to join the lobby, we'll be all set. I like the cats and Doritos in chat. Appreciate it. What's up, Illidan? What's up, Diesel? Diesel MP. Diesel the military police. He is modding this channel. Basically the military police of twitch.tv/chickenmansc. Also like to shout out to all the people who've been following. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're enjoying the content. This is the least weird content you're going to get on this channel. If you want more examples of how strange this can get, you know, feel free to check out yesterday's cast of the Indy K Cup or the day before, Thursday's Cock of the Walk. That is the tournament that I myself run, sponsored by Matcherino and OSC Esports. But started by me, the big chicken. Cock of the Walk. We're getting into game number 3. I promise, guys. We were just waiting for our players to be all ready and set to go. It's 1-1. Let's hop on in. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner is our red Terran player, playing for Cosmos Esports. Special. And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner, the blue Protoss for the Afrika Freaks. Stats. Stats putting down a gateway. What a ballsy play. Special building his barracks at home. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Although he's got this SCV out on the map looking real sus. Okay. All right. Never mind. Never mind. He's just scouting with it. Think he's gonna build another barracks over here. Oh no, he's gonna NG block. The engineering bay block. Special getting harassed by this probe. Stat's gonna drop the cyber core before heading down and seeing that his base is being very blocked. NG Bay, 794 hit points here. And this probe is gonna go down 5 at a time. It's gonna try to knock this NG Bay down. Amazing. And fortunately, because all of us are in here casting, the other semis is being held. Looks like Scarlet took out Estrella. So we're going to have Scarlet versus Zest. An absolutely killer series to come up after this. I'm actually super stoked. These semifinals are amazing. And again, the Korean bracket, that is not always the case. It is not a guarantee you're going to have GSL level semis. But today, Stats versus Special, Scarlet versus Zest. We even have, it's like a GSL versus the world level games right here. All right, NG Bay gonna have to be canceled. Down it goes. Stats planning that Nexus 2.5 minutes into the game, way later than he wanted to. That being said, he is gonna throw down a much quicker Twilight Council. I guess quick relative to the base, but all things considered, it's about the same. Special gonna finish up this CC real soon here. There is a bunker. There's nothing in the bunker though. 2 Marines coming out right now. I like that he closed just the single supply depot, but it's a little late. Where are those Marines? The Reaper is way out on the map, fighting a Zealot. Oh, 1 SCV goes down. The door is closed. The way is shut. This Adept is stuck in here. So we might as well try to get a few more kills. 2 kills for now. Shades away once again. But we'll die here. She screams as she dies. It looks like the Reaper went down. I didn't see any probes fall. That's not what I wanted to check. No probes falling. So far, I think it's an okay opening for Stats, considering how it could have started. Ends up being all right. And he's going for a quick blink here. Getting that blink out nice and early. Now this map, something we've seen a lot actually, is high ground vision blinking into the main. I think I've seen that on this map more often than any other map. It's a quite powerful build here because you can blink in and out along the entire side of the main base. A couple more barracks coming up, so Special is going to get into a higher amount of ground units. Stats is taking a quick third. Not deterred at all by that engineering bay block at the start of the game. Still playing the game that he wants to play. I feel like that's Stats' superpower. It's like you try to disrupt his build, and he's like, no, I'm fine. Yeah, you delay my blink by 12 seconds, and my third base went down 4 seconds later than usual. Yeah, we're pretty much back on track. It's pretty incredible. Hallucinated Phoenix comes in and sees everything. +1 on the way, so this might be that +1 stim combat shields push that I was talking about a little while ago. Maybe. Special so far hasn't done any standard pushes, any standard pressures. He has done kind of his own thing, and I feel like that's what makes Special so strong. It's also what makes TY so strong. This is just 4 Stalkers, but Blink is finished. So the Stalkers shouldn't really take too much damage. The repair going down on the bunker. Observer is here, so they could blink into the main base, but again, it's only 4 Stalkers, so they really can't be too ballsy with this. Oh, some vision goes down. Doesn't see the Widow Mines though. I'm pretty sure he did not see Widow Mines. so it's going to be a mine drop. Oh, there's a Raven on the other side of the map too, so he might try to hit with the mine drop and the Raven at the same time. Putting the Marauders in the bunker. Does he have... Oh no, he doesn't have a concussive shell. That would be so good here. Those Stalkers got to be a bit more careful, as those Marauders will do some good damage. That was a nice catch and blink though. Alright, so he's still loading this medevac up. Waiting for at least that third one. Before sending this medevac drop out. And yeah, we might see him try to hit this base. There's a cannon coming up here. That's very interesting. No cannon in this one. Ah, the Raven trying to hit first. Dropping auto turrets into the main base. The Stalker trying to get the Raven. Oh, these three should be able to get it. No, not quite. Oh, wow. Mine drop heads into the natural. It's actually just going to fly over all of that. But there are 3 Stalkers in here, dude. Oh, he's trying to get him to pull back. He's trying to get him pulling back. It's not going to work. Stats just a little too good for that, I think. One mine goes down. In the meantime, though, Special's pushing out over here. This is where the main force of the army is. Oh, one of those medevacs goes down, and that is massive. Special losing a ton of army supply. Oh, no. Oh, my God. And now this medevac with 31 hit points is back here. He killed 18 workers, but he lost nearly his entire army for it. This one Marine. This is the bravest Marine you ever saw. And then he exploded. Feels bad, man. The medevac gets out, though. That's a nice pull out by that medevac. Sneaky little pull out. Just when Stats thought he had Special gripped between his thighs, Special squeezes out. Pulls on out of there. Special does still have a pretty comparable army supply. He's got +1 finished to the +1 armor of Stats. He's getting his own +1 armor, as Stats is getting +1 attack. Warp Prism with a few Zealots is coming over. Might be able to delay. Nah, CC's about to finish. But could get some damage done in the main base. Another Widow Mine drop going to go out for Special here. The constant Widow Mine drops were something we saw work well. Who was it? Cure, I think that was playing in that style. It was a very Maru-esque way to play, just sending out mine drop after mine drop. A turret and the Stim Marines will push away that Warp Prism. A couple of Stalkers are up here, and the army is not far away. So I don't think these mines will get too much damage done. Maybe they could go into the main base. This Raven is somehow still alive. I thought for sure that Raven was going to go down. Oh, mine's burrow. Stats is not paying attention. 8 probes go down. Some nice kills there. The medevac should be able to boost and scoot around the side as well. This medevac, or this Warp Prism rather. Maybe in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, Special really wants that. He really wants it, and I think he's going to be able to get it. Oh, maybe mistargeting there? Oh, he gets it anyways. Nice catch on that Warp Prism. Special is actually up a ton of army supply right now. He's been producing like crazy. If we take a look at the trades, it's been slightly in Stats' favor, but so far the trades have been very nice for Special as well. Ooh, he is leaving this third base undefended just in time for these Zealots to run by. That is a big run by. His army is way out on the map. And a bunch of SCVs going to start going down. Being said, the worker count was very similar, so Stats needed to do this. Targeting down some of these Widow Mines. What was that charge pattern? That was hilarious. Went around in a full circle before getting that Widow Mine. 9 SCVs go down, but the worker count's still super similar. If we look at the income, it's been pretty close back and forth, honestly, between the two, and it's falling back towards centered here, which is great for Special. 4 more Zealots running by. There is a Widow Mine here that will spot it, but not kill all of them. Special's moving out, though. He's moving out. Oh, actually, the Widow Mine completely whiffs. Maybe should have put it over here. And Special gonna have to pull some units down. Storm drops. landing. It looks like the EMP is not quite hitting those High Templar in the Warp Prism. 10 more SCVs falling in the meantime, though, and Special is now down a lot of workers, forcing a cancel on the 4th base. Nice blinks away from these Widow Mines. SCVs going back to mine, but that is a big bit of lost mining time there. And Stats is catching up in army supply. 1-1 is done for both players. Neither of them have +2 on the way. As I say that, Special starts up 2-2. There are 2 Disruptors coming out. There are 2 Colossus already out. Thermal Lance is about 2/3 of the way done here. Stats still has Stalkers up here, even though the Raven is dead now. I don't know if it got F2'd or if Special tried to go back in for an auto turret. Oh my god, the Warp Prism dies. Alright, what? There are 2 High Templar. That's the High Templar count. EMP goes down. EMP does not stop the Ruptors. The splits, though, are very good here for Special. Another storm goes down because there were still 2 storms back there, but that is the last storm available. The Colossus are going to fall. Oh, but the Warping on the backside is going to be too good here, and Special is getting pushed back. He's kiting against these Zealots as long as possible and reinforcing with a few units, but he just doesn't have quite enough here. He's way down in army supply now. Ah, oh, those blinks are so good, dude. Widow Mines get cleaned up, and Special is pushed back his attack, failing there. He's now down about 25 supply. He does have 2-2 on the way. But with Chrono Boost, Stats is 2-2 started a little later, but it's very, very close. I don't think there's going to be an opportunity here for Special. And 4 Disruptors are out now. That's a lot harder to split against consistently. And even grabbing a Widow Mine. Another one goes down. That is all the Novas, so gotta pull back. The Nova cooldown is actually quite a while. But Stats' army is looking mighty fine here with those Ruptors. Looks like a big old double drop heading out onto the map here for Special. Oh, and a big Zealot run by for Stats. All right. Stats is looking like he's in a good spot. If, though, Special can get a cancel on this base once again, while he's got his own 4th base up, I don't know how long his 4th base is going to last, as Stats is coming in. Oh, beautiful storm on these units, but without anything else, it's not going to be enough. 5 SCVs fall. The 4th base is forced to lift, but it does not die. This 4th base for Stats, though, will die, as well as 4 probes. So that's some nice damage there for Special, and he is sticking with it. Zealot run by. Looks like they got hit with the Widow Mine, but a few of them are going to walk back and wait a couple minutes here. 8 SCVs going down, but the worker count's still pretty similar, and the mining, all right, it is Stats favored. That's pretty Stats favored, that mining. Oh, and this base is going to fall now, trading 4th for 4th. And Special is in a rough spot. He doesn't have a 4th. Oh my god, that was his main CC. Oh shit, I did not even realize. Stats is looking so good this game. There are so many Novas. Oh, he kills that one before it goes off. Those 2 get a couple of kills. Not the biggest connections, but just shaving off a few of these units at a time. And there are still storms back here available. 3 High Templar. Bunch of Stalkers, a few Zealots. This army is still looking quite good for Stats. Triple drop going to be hitting this natural base very shortly. 2-2 is done for both players. Neither have started 3-3. I don't know if this game is going to go long enough to get to 3-3. As I say that, 3-3 starts up for Stats. He's too good. Another big Zealot run by here. 4 more Zealots come in. Those ones from earlier. They only get 2 SCVs, but more forced lost mining time. The CC. Long distance mining. One of these medevacs goes down. Looks like he didn't get any probes. He killed the cannon. And Special, he's just having a rough go of it. Stats is looking great this game. Oh man, even gets another medevac kill there. And Special's army supply is way down. He's 40, almost 40 army supply down right now. And for Terran, that's extra bad because a lot of that's still in production. Novas do not connect. EMPs do connect. Special should be able to take a decent trade here, but even with that, and even with some damage getting done back here, I don't know if it's going to quite be enough. for Special to come back in this game. It's 4 bases to barely just now 2. If we take a look at the income, heavily Stats favored, and he's also been trading quite well. There's just no way for Special to engage these disruptors. He cleans up these zealots once again. Oh my god. This one zealot with 6 kills. What a badass. Stats taking a 5th base in the upper corner. It looks like Special is going to find it in short order, but Stats is hitting with like half of his army down here and still has the fighting force up at the top side. And with this, I think Stats might just be able to win this game. I just don't know how Special is able to handle both these things at once. And the answer is he's absolutely not. Another CC is going to fall here at this 4th location. He is double dropping in the natural. He's going to take out these Warping and Zealots. So there might be a recall force here out of Stats. But at the same time, Stats could recall either of these armies and still do damage with the other. Alright, Stats loses his natural base. He's going to lose +3 armor. Oh, Special's going for the pylon. +3 attack, not going to happen either. That's actually pretty massive. That'll keep the game a lot more even for Special, who has closed up that army supply gap quite a bit, fighting this smaller army to the bottom side. The real issue here for Special is he's floating over his natural base to the 4th location. But can he hold it? He needs to take a fantastic fight against this army. Oh my god, the Disruptor Novas hitting massively. There are so many Novas available. Oh no, the hits are huge. This army's fighting a few Stalkers, gonna win that battle, but this side is all Stats all day, and that's gonna be GG. The Nova hits just too big, and Stats will move on to the finals.